Hey, Jeremy, this is Aaron Frith, Living Water Marketing. I am the owner and Chief Excitement Officer here. Just wanted to take a couple minutes. First, thanks very much for watching this video. But I want to talk about three important things. All right, I'm going to talk about your content. I'm going to talk about citations. I'm going to talk about backlinks, and I'm going to briefly touch on, just as a bonus, keywords. Okay. So obviously you're familiar with your own website here. One of the things I wanted to talk about is what is content. So content is anything on your page that's your words, pictures, background, etc. What they're saved as, keywords, everything in there is your content. Okay. So one of the first things I always do when I'm checking a website is I check. Okay, so this is your logo. If I right click on this, save image as, see it comes up with jumbled mess and then Flynn Jeremy logo. Okay, that is not optimized for Google. So what you want to do is you want to save that as your business name and location, or a keyword with location. So that's one thing that will help. I checked also the other pictures that were savable as well, and those did not also come up as searchable or visible to Google. Okay, typically you want to have anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 words on your web page, at least your homepage. You do have a decent amount of actual words or content. The challenge is they're not keyword rich, so they're not searchable. And I'll show you that in a minute why you don't actually show up on the front page of Google, even for your particular city. Okay, so just to go through, if you were to do that again on this picture here, save image as you can tell, it's kind of this just jumbled mess of no information. Okay, so just things that you can do personally, or that we can help you with as well. All right. Um, all I ask is that I give you some great information. You might think about booking a discovery call with me, and if not, give me some great feedback, and hopefully I've provided some valuable information to you. Okay. So let's go straight to Google. So typically, if you search, okay, I typed financial coach Fort Knox, Kentucky, because that's where you're at. Okay, so the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to see either ads, which would be above this here, or you're going to see the map pack. Okay, so there's nobody running ads for those particular keywords right now. Google also has their own algorithms for how they populate ads, so it just could not be populating ads. But this map pack is super important. So if somebody's searching you on their phone, etc., map pack is going to be one of the very first things that they see, and it drives about 30 to 40% of all business. Okay, so you do not show up in the top three, which is really where the map pack is. There are more once you dig deeper, but most people don't spend enough time doing that. So this is where you're going to get all of your clicks if you are in maps. Okay. So we're actually going to look at your number one competitor, which is actually not very strong, but just so you can kind of get an idea. There's a lot of value here, just because you don't actually have a lot of competition, but you're not really searchable right now either. So first thing would be map pack. The way to get into the map pack is reviews and citations primarily, and making sure that your Google My Business is optimized. Okay. Directly below that is what we call the organic. Okay, so you can see the first one is financial assistance through the military. You actually show up under alignable second, which is really nice, except you have to have an account to view anybody really, and it's mainly aimed at businesses, so it may not be ideal for what you're trying to do in order to aim at families with children. Okay. If you go back down here a little longer, you're actually here again for Facebook, which again is okay, but typically that's not what people are looking for when they're looking for financial coaching, or really any business. The Facebook page is not going to be the one that gets clicked on normally. Okay. If you go down a little farther, you don't actually see any real businesses until you get pretty far down here, and those are ads. Okay, so you get a couple of ads, but nothing organically on this front page. So there's a lot of potential here for you to really gain some more traffic. So the next thing I'm going to look at is your competitor's webpage. Okay, pretty basic. It's got an email, get started, broker check, etc. They do show that they offer financial coaching. This particular thing says find an advisor. Just so you can kind of see, obviously this is through whatever advisor broker she uses. In terms of content, not super overwhelmingly good. If you take a look at pictures, save image as, those are not optimized. So again, a lot of potential here to get into that #1 spot. All right. So if we go to my next favorite thing is what I call my magic tool is a program called Ahrefs, okay? And we pay about $400 a month for this, and what that allows us to do is go in and audit websites, okay? And look at what exactly that website's doing and what they could be doing, okay? So I brought up yours first, all right? So two things you want to look at is your URL rating, domain rating. This is what we call strength. This is what we call popularity, all right? You currently have no backlinks, so nowhere anywhere on the internet that's linking directly back to your website. Now I noticed this is a website within a website, which you can still rank. It's a little more difficult sometimes, but we can still get that done, depending on how much control you have over what's on that website. You are currently being searched for no organic keywords, which is why you don't show up on Google, which is currently bringing you no traffic from your website, which I'm sure you probably already know. If you go to your competitor, however, even though they are at the top of the map pack, they are not getting searched organically for keywords. Now, they are probably getting traffic, but it's going to be directly through that map pack, and that's not tracked here, okay? But just so you see that, their strength's 15, their popularity's 58 in comparison, okay? They do have a few backlinks, and they do have some referring domains directly for their website. So even though it says they're getting 0 traffic, there is some power there. So they are going to get some traffic to their website, mostly probably through that map pack. So that's something important, okay? One thing to keep in mind is, Google's always changing things, so you have to be on top of it. It has to be consistent, and the more time and effort you put into it, the more likely you are to be searched on Google. All right. So hopefully I gave you some great information today, Jeremy. If you have any questions, please let me know. I would love for you to book a discovery call so we can talk through your business plan, your goals, what you would like to do with your business, and see if there's something that we can do to help you as well. If not, feel free to please give me some good feedback on this video. I would much appreciate it, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thanks.